my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa.
Hey guys, make sure that you guys stay tuned until the end of the video. I'm going to have some pictures of next week's craft, and if you can guess what it is, go ahead and post a comment down below. So I'm actually going to be doing a beaded lizard or gecko. So to make this gecko, you're going to need some string. You're going to need a pair of scissors to cut your string, and you will also need some beads. Pick 3 colors for your color scheme. So the number of beads you're going to need are 2 for the eyes, 27 for the body, 22 for the markings and the feet of your body. So first you're going to want to cut your string, and we're going to do about 2 arm lengths. Hold to the end of your fingertips and measure about an arm length, and then do another arm length, and then go ahead and cut off. Once you have your string cut, we're going to take the 2 ends and put them together so that we can find the middle of our string. And we're going to want to keep track of that, and we're going to put it on the table and then separate sides, trying to keep both ends about even. We're going to take the ends of our string, take a little glue, and put a little glue on our fingers, and rub it together a little bit. And we're just going to put some glue on the ends of our strings to keep them together so that they don't fray while we're threading our beads on. So now we're going to want to start beading our beads onto the thread, and to do this, we're going to take our first bead, the very top of our head, of our gecko. We're going to take 1 strand. I'm going to go ahead and thread the bead on. I'm going to lay it on the table, and then I'm going to take the other end of my other thread, and I'm going to go from the other side and thread it through this side of the bead. And I'm going to take both ends and pull them together. Make sure you keep a hold of the middle of your strand so that we can try to get the bead as close to the middle as possible. It doesn't matter if we're a little off center, just as long as it's pretty close. And we're just going to pull this together, and there you've threaded your very first bead on. Now to do multiple beads, you do the same thing with this bead, just with 2 beads or more than 1 bead. So we're going to take our next 2 in our pattern, and we're going to thread them on together. And we're going to lay them back on the table. And I'm going to take our other end and thread them through from the other side, making sure to go through both beads. And then we're going to take our ends again, and then we're going to pull them together until we get them matched up with the first bead we threaded on. So you want to keep going, threading all these beads on together in multiples and as your pattern shows, but stop after you thread these 2 beads on here, because I'm going to show you how to thread your arms on. They're a little different than the rest of the body. Once you have your beads on for your head, we're going to do our legs, and to do this we're going to take the 2 beads that are of the leg, not the foot, but the leg. And we're going to take these and we're going to bead them on. I'm going to start with my left side. We're going to bead them on like we would normally, but this time we're going to let them already go down to the head where the neck is, close to the neck. And we're going to hold them there, and then we're going to thread on our 3 other beads for the leg, for the hand. And we're going to go ahead and thread those on. And for these, we're also going to take them close to the other 2 we just threaded on. And for this one, to make the leg, you want to take the end of that same thread that you just beaded them on, and you want to thread them back through these 2 green beads here. That way these are basically the extremity of the body. Okay, we're going to try to keep our heads still together as we do this. And then we're going to just pull that end of the strand through as we bead them on. And we can tighten it close to the body. And And then you want to do the same exact thing we just did with this side to this side. So once you get both of your legs threaded on, you want to continue on with your pattern as we did the head and stop at the end of the body right before you would thread the legs on and the tail. And once you get most of the beads beaded on for your body, right before you do the last two at the end of the body, right before you would thread on the tail, you want to go ahead and do your legs again. Once you have your last two legs beaded on, we're going to finish the body with our last two body beads by threading them on like we would normally do. So we thread them on the one strand and take the other strand and go back through the opposite way, and then we pull them up to the body. Once you've done that, we're back to doing single beads, threading single beads on for the tail. And you want to just keep going in this order until you finish. Once you finish beading on all of your beads onto your gecko, we're just going to tie the end by doing a simple knot. The second knot, go ahead and tie it tight, that way it doesn't come undone. Then you just want to cut off the excess string. And there you have your beaded gecko. And now for a sneak peek at our next week's craft.
Raise my flag, down my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend's craft, and I hope you will leave comments and feedback below. Let me know how I'm doing with my videos, if you have any suggestions or comments. Also, if you have any other craft ideas that you'd like to share with me, please go ahead and leave a link to your blog or to your video, or just directions of one of your favorite crafts to do. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!